There's no doubt right now that many people around the globe are experiencing more anxiety, more uncertainty than ever before. And given that we've got this massive rise in negative emotions, particularly anxiety and uncertainty, we need to have some practical strategies that we can put into place to help us manage this anxiety. And I want to share with you just two simple strategies that can make a significant difference in reducing anxiety and reducing uncertainty. One of the primary causes of our experience of anxiety is around a lack of clarity around what the future looks like, where we're going, what does that look like. So there's two things we need to do. The first is sit down with your family, your partner, and plan a goal for the future. Plan something that you're going to aim for as a family. Maybe it's going away on a trip, a camping trip. Maybe it's going out for a meal. Maybe it's doing something special as a family together that you can now aim for. And when you have that as a target, as a goal, you might not know specifically when it's going to occur, but if you start talking about and planning for what that's going to look like, what are you going to be doing as a family, that can allow you as a family to lift your eyes from what's happening right in front of you to that future. It creates a sense of hope. It creates a sense of working towards something, get excited about something. And in a time like this, being excited about where you want to be going and having a goal for the future is a great way to lift our spirits and to change our emotional response in the moment. The second thing we need to do is create a sense of what is the scope of the future look like for us. And what I mean here is we need to talk about three elements of the future. We need to talk about what's the best case scenario. What's the best case scenario that we can be hoping for going forward? What's the most likely scenario? And what's worst case scenario? And we need to get a full scope of what does that look like. Now I know it feels counterintuitive, but when we actually talk about best case through to worst case scenario, it puts some boundaries as to what does that future look like. And actually, if I feel like it increases anxiety, it actually reduces anxiety. Because when we have that clarity of what that future looks like, now I can start planning. Now I can start making decisions about the future. And so we need to start talking about what is the best case scenario, what's the worst case scenario, and what's the most likely scenario. And that allows us to start planning. It reduces our anxiety, and we can start looking forward with where we're going. So two things: create that future focus about what's that goal going to be as a family. You're going to look forward to that activity you're going to do as a shared activity. Start talking about it, start planning it. And then secondly, start talking about what's best case scenario, most likely scenario, and worst case scenario. You don't have to have all the facts, but at least start having that conversation, and then you can start planning, you can start looking forward, you can start making decisions in the moment. Two simple strategies that make a significant difference in reducing the anxiety that you're feeling right now.